What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Now, I don't think I've never done this before on my channel, which is talking about a game, like having a sit down talk. But you can tell by the title, it's talking about the post-credit scenes. For those that haven't played the game, disclaimer, spoilers alert, major spoilers alert. If you haven't played the game, do recommend it. Like if you haven't played it, like, what the f are you doing with your life? This game is insane. Before playing this game, the best game I ever played was Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. But after completing all the story missions of this Spider-Man game, it's immense. This game is the best game I've ever played. Insomniac did a sick job with this game. But yeah, just so you know, there are spoilers, so if you want to watch this and spoil it for yourself if you haven't played the game, by all means watch this. But I do recommend playing the game before watching this if you're going to watch this. It's just so sick. The game is just so sick. As you all know, I'm a Spider-Man fan anyway. I've got the suit actually, That being said, make sure you do like the video, subscribe if you're new around here as well. And like I said, I've never done this kind of video before. Follow me on the social media, follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all that, links are down in the description below. And yeah, let's just get right into this video.
We were so close. But I'll keep trying. I will find a cure. I will. I love you, son.
All right. No. No, that's not it. Maybe it's this one. No.
Well, you know, you're at that age where your body starts to change. And so you may be noticing some areas,
No.
for example.
Not that. I think it's better that I just I show you.
No.
It's pretty weird, right?
Not that weird.
So let's start off with the credit scene of Norman Osborn going back into his secret office. Now, at first of this bit, I was dead confused. I didn't know who this person was. Second, I couldn't tell if it was to do with Green Goblin or Venom. Because if you see, it seems to be as if they're wrapped up in the Venom symbiote, and then it confuses me with the green liquid, like it could be linked with Green Goblin. So I didn't know whether it was. You guys can have your take on this, whether you think this is to do with Venom or Green Goblin. So this post-credit scene isn't actually the first one in order of post-credit scenes. I just feel like this one is the biggest one out here so far of the credit scenes. So obviously we all know from the Spider-Man stories way back, Harry Osborn is Spider-Man's friend, but as playing the game, you know that Harry Osborn is not actually in the game. He's just left a load of voicemails on his phone for Peter to listen to, for the labs that he leaves on top of rooftops throughout the city for him to go to and, you know, check out for him. In the game, it's explained quite a bit that Harry Osborn has gone on a European trip, that he's not in the city, he's actually gone away. Because later in the game you find out that Harry has a disease and he's gone away to find a cure for this disease, but they think, as in Mary Jane and Peter, that he's just gone away for a trip as he's been told by Norman, Harry's dad. And that's when we get into the whole Norman Osborn situation, how he is friends with Dr. Octopus in this game. They were at Oscorp together, working together, and then Norman wanted to do some crazy experiments which Dr. Octopus didn't like, so he ended up leaving Oscorp, and then that's when Martin Lee started the whole situation with him. So Norman was trying to find a cure for Harry's disease, which then becomes known in the game as Devil's Breath, which becomes a completely different thing, a poisonous experiment gone wrong. And Martin Lee was one of the test subjects, I think you see in the gameplay as well. He was one of the test subjects that went wrong, causing him to kill his mum and dad at the scene right in front of him because his powers were formed from this Devil's Breath. Within the context of the game, this is how Martin Lee has a vendetta, is that the right word, vendetta? Against Norman, because he wants to kill him as he feels it was his fault that he made him who he was and made him kill his parents. But later in the story, Norman finds a cure for this Devil's Breath disease of Harry's, and he retires his position of being mayor and goes about nothing, just his daily business. Which leads me on to the actual credit scene here with Harry, but his dad Norman has kept him in this container to find a cure, preserve his life so he's not dying. And as you can see in the tank, this is where I said it looks like a symbiote between Venom or just a confusion how the green liquid links with Green Goblin. But during that mission, when you're Mary Jane Watson going into Oscorp and finding this secret lab that Harry Osborn is in, you do notice some Green Goblin grenades, which could indicate that maybe Norman Osborn is actually Green Goblin and Harry Osborn could be Venom, you know, Insomniac's own take on the villains. Noticing how Harry Osborn is not actually Eddie Brock for Venom, it is actually Harry Osborn. So Insomniac's own take of this is actually pretty interesting on how they're gonna work this. I just think it's going to be sick overall. Even though it would have made sense for Eddie Brock to do Venom, as the whole Venom movie is coming out very soon and how it's linked in with the movies, like the Iron Man suit and the homemade suit as well. Now, like I said earlier, this was all linked through Mary Jane, how she finds it, and as she's in the Oscorp lair, she notices small containers full of spiders as Norman Osborn is doing research on them, and this which then leads on to the Miles Morales scene. So there's a spider marked the number 42 that has snuck onto Mary Jane's shoulder. So at this point the spider makes its way off the ledge, manages to get itself down to where Miles Morales will appear picking up a box, and the spider does bite him. As in the game, Spider-Man learns Miles Morales to fight. He actually becomes a quite big part of the story. So the general fact that Green Goblin, Miles Morales and Venom could potentially be coming into this game is sick. Now, speaking of Venom and the symbiote suit, there was a reference to this, I think towards the start of the game, when Yuri asks Spider-Man, Peter Parker, about the black suit to wear to a ball, I think it is, and Spider-Man just laughs it off, you know, acts awkward a little bit and kind of diverts away from the question. Who knows where that could lead? Maybe another DLC of when Venom fully forms, that you get parts of the symbiote on you as Spider-Man, so maybe you get the black suit then, maybe you can be playable as the character. As we heard, Venom wasn't appearing in this game, you couldn't be able to have the suit or the symbiote suit, hence there was only, I think 20, was it 21 or something? There was 20 something suits, but maybe it could be an add-on suit, like I said, as a DLC. Speaking of DLCs, there is one in October called The City That Never Sleeps. It's got 3 chapters in it. One's called Spider-Man the Heist, the next one comes out in November, which is called Turf Wars, and then the 3rd and final chapter of this DLC is called Silver Lining, which could potentially be linked more with Silver Sable, maybe? I don't have a clue. The trailer for the first chapter and the whole DLC is out, so if you want to go and watch that, I'll leave a link down in the description below. More stuff will be added on until the end of the year, such as the DLCs, but who knows what's to come next. I mean, obviously there's more to come, and I think it's just going to be sick. It's going to be so much fun, this game. Let me know what you guys think with the Venom and Harry Osborn situation. The more I look at it, the more it looks like Venom. It looks more like a symbiote suit that Harry Osborn could become Venom, meaning Norman Osborn could become Green Goblin if he hasn't already yet become him. But yeah, that is all, guys. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you're new around here, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, links and everything are in the description. Obviously I'm back from my holiday now, uploads should be up as normal. I try and upload as often as I can, and yeah, take care guys, see ya.